Hola, muy buenos días. Buenos días a todas y todos los que nos escuchan. El día de hoy vamos a tener nuestra conversación. Nuestra conversación la tendremos en inglés. So we'll be switching to English now. Thank you so much for joining us. We are very happy, excited, and honored to have Luisa Wilson here with us. She is an Olympic medalist he's successful in playing hockey. Hockey is a sport that not many people in Mexico knows, but actually it is growing, and it is very important for us to share with the Mexican and Mexican American community in Tucson the importance of this sport, and also particularly because in Tucson we have the opportunity to enjoy a good match of hockey. And we are very, very happy. We're very glad to have here Adrian Denny from the Tucson Roadrunners. He is going to conduct this conversation with Luisa. And we're planning to do several activities with the Tucson Roadrunners. We're very happy to promote the attendance of sport matches, but also the practice of sports between Mexican and Mexican Americans in Tucson, and hockey being a very interesting option. So I will try to be brief this time. I have to struggle with myself and my ability to speak endlessly. But this time it is much more important to listen to Luisa and all the things, the experiences that she might be willing to share with us. So Luisa, bienvenida. Thank you so much for joining us. I will give the floor to Adrian so he conducts this interview. So please, Adrian, Luisa, thank you so much. And remember, you can do your questions through the Facebook page. So if you have any comment or question to share with Luisa, you can do it over there. Adrian, your turn.
Rafael, thank you very much. And thank you for the support of the consulate and the introduction to Luisa. And we're going to have a blast today. And we appreciate you setting up the conversation. We're just looking to tell people more about the game of hockey, more about the Roadrunners, learn about Luisa's story and what she's done, what she's going to continue to do. And we want to invite everybody to interact, as you said, and just send us those messages through Facebook and Facebook Live, and we'll get those to Luisa. And in the meantime, we'll start a conversation. Luisa, first of all, the first Mexican athlete to win a gold medal in an Olympic sport in ice hockey. Congratulations. Job well done. You did it in Switzerland. First of all, though, we've got to see the gold medal. Do you have it handy that you can show us?
Of course I do. It's right here. Everyone can see it.
That's beautiful. That is nice. Well, congratulations again.
Well, it's the first medal in Mexican history. It's the first medal in Mexican history to ever, first Olympic medal in Winter Olympics in Mexican history. So it's awesome.
Yeah, that's spectacular. I mean, to win a gold medal, I mean, best in the world, and you guys did it. But the interesting part about your team was you had people from all over the world on your team that came together as a group and
yeah,
won that gold medal. That's a special thing, because the other countries had teammates that had been playing a lot longer than you guys, I imagine. So, well, it's your second interview in 2 days, 2 straight days of interviews. Yesterday, you had a TV interview in Mexico City. Tell us about that, and what'd you guys?
I'm not sure. All the teams are all Could you repeat the question? The
Yeah, that's
internet
okay.
went a little.
2 straight days of interviews. I did a TV interview yesterday. What'd you guys talk about on TV, and what was the show you were on?
I was with I was talking about the gold medal and a medal that I am selected to once COVID is done. And it was the interviews were really cool. Like I got with Forbes and I was with them. It's amazing. It's really cool that I was chosen to get interviewed for doing something that I love, that I've done since I was a little girl. And I'm really happy that I got the gold medal because it's allowing more Mexicans to play hockey in a way, because more people are noticing that Mexico does have hockey and that they can play it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, you and I were talking a week or so ago, and you were in the car with your mom and your dad and your brother, and you were going to his hockey game on a Friday night. It's a pretty common thing. There's ice sheets, and there's a lot of kids playing.
That's for sure. Like they had a tournament. My brother did really well. It was like lots of kids are playing here. They started a group for girls hockey, and it's awesome. Like there's so many kids going out to play hockey, even during the COVID. We're making sure we take all the precautions, but it's awesome how many kids are willing to try the sport and get better.
I think you said it a minute or so ago. The key word that struck a chord with me is fun. You guys are playing it first and foremost to have fun.
Yeah, it's an amazing sport, and you're out with your friends, your second family, you're having fun, you're getting better, and then you can brag to your friends that you're better than them.
That's it, right? Getting the last word in, and just having a good time. What about hockey? Um, you get kids that are interested in playing hockey, and whether they're in Tucson or Mexico City, or it's a sport that you think, oh, that you see people playing hockey on TV, but it's got to be cold, there's got to be ice, but we've got ice sheets here in Arizona. You have them in Mexico City. If somebody wanted to get involved in the game of hockey, what would be the first thing that you said, okay, do this, start start the process? What are some of the skills that are big in hockey that kids could work on?
Well, first you have to make sure you're all right with the physical contact in a way, and that you're athletic, and that you're willing to try it. It's a hard sport, and you have to work as a team, and you have to be open to listening to the coach. You have to learn how to skate start off with, but once you're there, there's so many kids, you're going to make tons of friends. And the first things first is make sure you want to be there and have fun and get better.
Yeah, it just comes down to, all right, I want to play hockey, I'm going to do it. And the stuff you're talking about there, listening to your coach, and being with your friends, and just practicing and getting better. It's something you do in hockey, but in everyday life too. So if you haven't played hockey before, but you're a good student, or you're good at basketball, it's a lot of the things you're doing there that translate over to success in hockey too.
Like hockey is a sport that, in a way, you could look at it in a way how you look life. If you work hard, you're gonna get good results. It's like in school. If you want to get the top grade in math, you have to study. You have to put your work in. It's the same in everything. And hockey is a good sport to help people move forward in life, because you have to work as a team. You have to work hard, and you have to have fun.
Yeah, that's it. We just want to have a good time, as we are here during our conversation. When you're out there on the ice, what's your favorite part of playing hockey?
I love being out there just with I'll skate with my brother and my friends, and I love skating. Like I love skating, and I love how physical the sport can be at times, but I love working hard and doing my best. So every day I try to get better so I could make the senior team for Mexico and have an opportunity to go to the Olympics again. So
Yeah, absolutely. As you watch your brother Jack play hockey, and you're a little older than him, so you've been playing a little longer. What advice do you give Jack after a game or before he goes into practice on what he can do that day to have success?
well, Jack is an amazing hockey player, and I'm like, you're really good. Just make sure you work your hardest and have the best time you can, because if you're not enjoying it, then you're not going to do that well. You know, like if you do something, you have to make sure you enjoy it. It's like if you when you have a job, when I get a job, I'm going to make sure I enjoy doing what I do so that I can do it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, when you're playing with a team, you talk about how a lot of the time it's your friends, you've been with them forever, but the team that you won the gold medal with, how long have you guys been together as a group? And it seems like you came together as a group pretty well. And when you're playing hockey well together, usually that means you get along pretty well too.
Yeah. We only had one day before we started playing together. Basically, we met and then we had the ceremony of the like all the countries. And then the next day we had a practice and where we played like a pre-game. So we only had one day before that. But everyone was willing to try and connect. We were all willing to try our hardest to be together. Like there were some girls that didn't really speak English that well, but because it's a language that almost everybody knows, we everyone decided to speak. And if someone didn't understand what we were saying, we would like stop the entire conversation and see if anyone spoke their language to make sure they understood what we were doing, and so nobody felt left out.
Luisa Wilson with us here, the first Mexican athlete to win a gold medal in an Olympic sport at the 2020 Winter Youth Olympics in Switzerland. What do you think of Switzerland? It's one fun thing about hockey is it takes you all over the world to places you've never been and places you never even imagined going.
Yeah. It was, I didn't really get to leave that much, but just being there and like I'd have to take a train to go to the ice rink and just looking at the scenery and the mountains and the lakes and the sky was beautiful. As like the sky was all different types of colors and like just hearing the birds and being in the Olympic Museum and just hearing everybody talk because everyone's different. Every place is different. Every culture is different. And it's amazing just being there and watching everybody in their own culture. It's amazing seeing different places. And I loved it. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's fun to take in all the experiences because you play the game. It's 2.5 hours, but then afterwards you've got some time after on a practice day. You practice and maybe some time to go see the sights. What's your favorite part of hockey that's off the ice? Like the travel, the fun with the teammates, all of
Yeah.
the it you said it allows you an opportunity to go do other things and experience other countries and other cultures.
I love being with my team. Like I remember one time I went with Mexico um to go to Aspen and we had to take a big bus and it was amazing. We were all singing and dancing and we all had like all these amazing times. Like there were horses and we were all just having a good time together and it was amazing.
you want to submit a question, feel free on Facebook Live. We'd love to take your questions, everybody. And we thank you so much for joining us here today for our special conversation with Luisa. And thanks to the consulate for all of their help as well. Here's a question coming in. How hard do you get hit when you're playing hockey? How tell us about the hitting and, you know, the physicality and the purpose of hitting. Explain to the folks that haven't seen as much hockey and are new to the game the purpose of, you know, the contact and the physicality.
Yeah. Well, in girls hockey, there isn't lots of hitting, but there's tons of contact. But sometimes when I play with my brother and he's going to start getting hit soon, I make sure he's ready for it. So when you're playing physical, you make sure you control the body so you can get the puck where you want it to be, and that the player doesn't go where you want. So the player goes where you want them to go. Like in girls hockey, there's lots of contact. There's always someone basically battling the other. It's a really fast game. But if you control somebody's body and pin them to the boards, they can't go anywhere. And then you control the game with how you control somebody else's body.
You know, when somebody asked me about the game of hockey, they're getting ready to come to a game for the first time, you know, they wonder about how complex is it? How hard is it to watch? How hard is it to pick up the game and enjoy it as a spectator? And I say, just watch the puck, the little biscuit there. And if they get the goal and score, that's really all you need to know. Everybody's trying to score. One team's trying to score on one end and the other on the other end.
Put the puck in the net.
And everything's just
yeah.
Put the puck in the net. That's it. What somebody coming to a game for the first time, what would you tell them beyond just my simple advice is, it's simple. You're just trying to score in the net like you are in soccer.
Yeah, that's basically it. And if you don't have the puck, open up to get the puck so you can get the puck and score.
Luisa,
basically.
Your friends in Mexico City that have started playing hockey, have they started playing, you know, because you play hockey and they want to hang out with you and you're their friend, or an interest, maybe seeing a game on TV and saying, I want to do that. They go play hockey, they become your friend that way. What would you say is the mix there for the kids that you play with, as friends that have wanted to play, seeing you play and want to hang out with you, or friends you meet at the rink that played hockey and then all of a sudden you become friends by playing together?
It's a mix. I have some friends who I got playing in the hockey, and then there's some other people that I met at the rink. So, and we've been friends for a while. Yesterday I met a 8-year-old girl. She's like, "Are you Luisa Wilson?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." She's like, "I watched you on TV." And I was like, "That's awesome." And she was there playing hockey because she wanted to. She saw that she could, and she was there. It was really cool.
Awesome. You know, how many days a week are you skating? And are you playing hockey? Are you down at the rink?
Yeah, I am. I've been skating at least an hour every day of the week. It's hard, but I love it. It's amazing being able to skate every single day. Like minimum is 1 hour. I did 3 hours yesterday. I think I have an hour today, and I've been getting like in between 1 and 3 hours every day. So
awesome. So what's your typical schedule? It sounds fun. Skating every day, and you're down in Mexico City right now, and
yeah,
the weather's great, and it's what we like in Tucson. You go into the rink and you play, and then we come back out and it's 75 degrees. We put our shorts on and flip flops and head out. But what's your daily schedule with school, with hockey, with hanging out with your friends and family?
Yeah, it depends on the day. Like on Mondays, like yesterday, I'll yesterday I had an interview. So normally I would go to my dad's work and help him there. And then I'll do my school from like 12 to 2:30. And then from there I'll go to my brother's hockey, do homework, and then get ready for my hockey. That's most of my day. In the morning, I'll usually have breakfast, do a bit of, I'm learning German, so I'll do a bit of that, then a bit of like exercising, and um, and then I do schoolwork to get ready for school, so I know what I'm doing and that I understand what we're doing to a better level. That's Monday. Then on Tuesday, I'll stay at home, make sure I understand what I'm doing in school, but do a bit of more German, and then basically do my school and get ready for hockey. That's almost all my days in the week, but on Friday, I'll wake up early to get to the rink earlier because on Friday I have practice in the morning and then I'll have practice in the night. So I'll do hockey, then I'll go to school, and then I'll go back to hockey. It's really cool.
How important for you is just managing the routine and the daily schedule and the structure, because you got a lot of stuff going on, but I imagine that that for you it's pretty easy. From 9 to 10 I'm studying, and then do math, and then lunch, and then back to schoolwork, and then to the rink, and then back home for homework. And I imagine your
Yeah.
daily routine is pretty similar, just because when you're that busy, you typically are able to pick up a schedule that works for you, and pretty much do the same thing every day.
Yeah. Yeah. A schedule is really important for me because if I repeat the things that I do and if something is added, I'll be able to and make sure I select what's most important that I have to do it, and then make sure I get everything else done. So schedule is really important because it keeps me in line in a way because I have to follow it to make sure I get everything done that I have to do that day.
Let's take some more questions. How'd you discover that the hockey was the sport that you wanted to play and focus on it?
Well, when I started playing hockey, I was 3 years old and I just wanted to be in the ice with my dad. So since I was really young, I've always been playing hockey, and I always considered myself a hockey player because I was always out on the rink and it was my main sport. And whenever I'd go to Canada when I was really young, like we'd always watch hockey. Everything was centered around that one sport. And then I started doing figure skating, gymnastics, swimming, taekwondo, all these sports to help me in hockey. Like in um, figure skating to help me with my skating and agility and edge work, and everything I did was to make sure I got better in hockey. So it it was fun doing all these different sports, but I always consider myself a hockey player. So it's always been hockey for me.
Nice, nice. And the other stuff's fun too, change of pace. Hockey's a physical sport that takes a lot, but to use the other parts of your body and exercise those, it makes you better in hockey, but it's a good change of pace, huh?
Yeah, it's really fun, and it's like when I was doing figure skating, I loved doing the jumps. See, they helped me with my muscles in my legs that would help me push in hockey. But I would enjoy doing the other sports I did as well because they're amazing in their own way. Like I used to do soccer and I used to run a lot. I run a lot. Like I love playing rugby it's a really physical sport, but I love tackling people.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds awesome. Here's another question coming in, and if you want to submit a question, please feel free. We'd love to take as many questions as come in just through Facebook. How long would it take a person to learn how to skate, learn how to ice skate before they started playing the game? Would that be what you would recommend first, learning how to ice skate? But there's other ways you can play. There's deck hockey, there's floor hockey. You can play in the gym without skates. But if somebody wants to play ice hockey, how long do you think skating from a beginner to all of a sudden being out there on the ice playing hockey?
I think it depends on the person that's learning how to skate, because everyone's different and everyone has a different like post in where they want to learn. My brother's really determined, and when he was really young and I was on the ice, when I was 3 years old, he was 1 year old, he could barely walk. He couldn't walk, he could only crawl. My mom would put skates on him because he wanted to be on the ice. And like she'd turn around and then she'd look back at him and he'd be crawling towards the ice. So it depends on how much a person wants to learn how to skate. And it may take a while, like a couple of months maybe. I'm not sure. I started skating when I was really young. So I've always been skating, but I have some friends that know how to skate, and because she was always she always wanted to be on the ice with me as well. She with other people, and it takes
You there? You with us?
yeah. I
Okay,
can
perfect.
hear you.
Oh, you just cut out for a second, which is probably on my end anyway. But that, I think you brought up a great point. If somebody's starting skating on the ice and they want to play hockey, the timetable's their own. There's no rush. It's what works for them, and just make sure that you're having fun and enjoying it. There's no pressure. There's no rush. There's no timetable. The ice is always going to be there. Just go at your own speed, and if it comes faster than you expected, great. If it takes a little longer, not a problem. Just keep having fun.
Yeah, I'm always practicing my skating all the time. In hockey, you always learn how to skate. You're always skating. Hockey's the sport in where everyone's always practicing their skating. It's becoming a really fast game, but if you don't know how to skate, you can't play. So skating's a big thing you have to know.
Luisa Wilson with us, the gold medalist from home in Mexico City today. What athletes are your favorite? Do you have any favorite athletes? Any sports stars that you like watching play, or like who they are as humans? Or what favorites do you have?
I like watching Austin Matthews play. He's amazing hockey player. He's one of the best for sure. And he's also Mexican. Pretty sure. So it froze.
There you
Do I
are.
have
You
to
back?
say
There you are. Yeah. So you were talking about Austin. Just
yeah.
and he plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I don't know if you mentioned it, but he's from right here in Arizona.
Yeah. I got to skate with his skating coach Boris. It was really cool when I watched Austin Matthews in the first game. I was like, I have the same skating coach, and it was really cool. Like, he's such a good player, and it's amazing that he's on my favorite hockey team. So,
Nice. Big
and
name.
he's Mexican. He's half Mexican. His mom's Mexican, and
Right.
it's awesome.
Yep. And you know, an Arizona boy too. So right kind of where we're from. And we're seeing that more and more. You know, you represented Mexico, and Austin's from Arizona, and we've had several other players from Arizona. Zach LaRaza from Phoenix played for the Roadrunners a couple years ago. So I mean, you know, wherever you're from right now, if you want to play hockey, you can get involved, and who knows where you end up. In Austin's case, the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
Yeah.
here's a question. I think in hockey, maybe you know, we get a lot of laughs, and we're always having a good time. Do you have a funny story from a game or a practice or a bus ride that's come up during hockey? Anything during a game you're like, oh, I can't believe that just happened, but that was hilarious.
Well, when I was really young, I don't know, lots of people said I couldn't play hockey because I was a girl. And so I'd always be on the ice with my pink helmet and pink gloves, and I'd always be like, you think you can beat me? Come at me. I remember I might have beat up some boys because they thought I wasn't strong or something like that. And I remember I got a nickname. It was the Pink Assassin. I like putting boys in the corners, and just I should have gotten more penalties. I think I cross-checked some guys. But like, some kids thought I couldn't play hockey because it was a really physical sport. And I was just like, I'm gonna beat you up. It was pretty funny.
If somebody in Tucson wants to get involved in hockey and follow in your footsteps and continue to watch your hockey career go, what advice would you give somebody? You know, they've maybe seen a game or two on TV or play soccer, or you know, but you know, watching us chat today, kind of, I want to play hockey. I've always thought of it, and this might be the time. What advice would you give them?
Work hard, try it. If you have friends, ask them to go with you. So if they're starting, you can start with them, and that you make sure you have a good time. Always try something new. You don't know what you could miss out. If you want to try maybe with a family member, that'd be a great idea. Just if you want to try something, try it and work your hardest at it if you love it. It's really good for you. You're being active, and you're going to have lots of fun. You're going to make friends, and it's a great lifestyle.
Absolutely. Let's open it up for a final round of questions. If anybody wants to chime in with the final question here, joining us with Luisa Wilson. And Luisa, you know, we're talking today, but folks can follow you all day, every day on Instagram. A fun follow on Instagram. You post what you're up to in the game of hockey and your family. Tell us what you post on Instagram for the folks that you know, are interested, and where can we find you on Instagram?
My Instagram is Luisa_Wilson_hockey. I post like lots of interactions that I do with my daily hockey and what I'm doing here in Mexico, or when I'm in Canada. I'll post some workout videos or just me goofing off with my family. I basically am just putting what I'm doing to get better at hockey, so more people follow my footsteps and more people play hockey in Mexico.
Final question: what's your ultimate goal in ice hockey? Where do you want to end up when you hit your peak?
I'd like to get a scholarship for hockey, go to some really nice school, or go to the leagues in Canada to play on a really cool team. There's this senior team in Mexico. She tried out for the Phoenix, Calgary Phoenix, and for the women's team, and she almost made it. Well, she was like a reserve in case someone got hurt, but it's really cool the level that I'm playing with in Mexico, and I would like to get to that level.
Yeah, and absolutely, and you see, you know, the game, how far it can take you, you know, as a player. But if you ever want to get into coaching or officiating or broadcast or the front office, the experience is just going to be huge. And you talked about all the things you do in hockey that are similar to having success in school and life, and it just it's kind of a full circle thing. But that word fun is our big word here, right?
For sure. Yeah, if you have fun in hockey, you'll have fun doing whatever you want. Well, in sport, if you have fun in sport or doing whatever you do, you'll be good.
Well, Luisa, we got to get you off to school. We could keep you all day, but I know you have school coming up here in about 20 minutes, and I don't want to be the one that gets blamed for you being late, because I know you'd do that. I know you'd say the guy in Tucson with the Roadrunners, we were doing an interview and he went long, and that's why I'm late. So I gotta let you go so neither of us get in trouble. But thanks so much for joining us. Give us your Instagram handle one more time, and any final words of advice for our great
It was
in Tucson.
Instagram. My Instagram is Luisa_Wilson_hockey. And if you want to try anything, just try it. Play hockey. If you want to try hockey, do it. It's an amazing sport. You'll make tons of friends, and it's an amazing experience. Maybe you could win a gold medal in the Youth Olympics. You have a chance, so why not try it?
Absolutely. Well, Luisa, thanks a lot. What class do you have coming up here in just a little bit that you're going to be heading off to?
I have my math class.
What kind
so
of?
I'm excited for that.
Like,
we're doing geometry.
fantastic. Well, go have a great day, and you know, we enjoyed the introductory conversation, introducing you to the students and our community here in Tucson and Southern Arizona, and we're excited to keep working with you. Stay in touch, and we're going to have you up here to work with our hockey community and meet our players, and we'll keep having fun, and you do the same. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.
I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for having me.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us.